when I came to school, they were teaching us how to write a sort algorithm or whatever. And I was like, it's kind of interesting. It's teaching me something about how to think, but I don't think I'm ever going to have to do this again in my life. Why don't you like teach me how to like write a web app or something? And I felt like we were being taught kind of 10 years behind the frontier of what would have been most useful to me to learn. I think now there's like a version of that happening again, where what it looks like to write code has changed so much in the last 2 years. It'll change so much in the next 2. It feels to me like the curriculum and the way we teach the way we teach like intro to CS or intro to programming, let's call it, should probably change quite a lot.
We should still be teaching C, C++ though, or whatever language we think is appropriate.
Somewhat, but I think the mix of that relative to teaching how to people like how to write code in a world of software engineering agents, there's probably some other things to teach at a higher percentage of the mix. There are definitely some interesting parts of it, but if I think about the day job of someone who's going to really contribute to creating very valuable software in the future, I bet it looks very different from the way we would teach that class.
In high school or in elementary school, we still learn how to add and multiply numbers, even though we don't really need to add and multiply numbers. We have calculators, but we still need to learn how to do it just so that we understand the world we live in. Do you think that like learning operating systems and compilers is kind of the same thing, that we need to learn it just to know it, but we're not going to use it?
So I remember in elementary school, I had a teacher tell me like, you really need to learn like basic addition. And I was like, well, there's a calculator, so why? That same teacher told me I had to learn cursive. And it was very clear that I was just not going to ever do that again. The number of people in the world who have to like really understand the depths of how to create a great operating system is probably going to go down relative to the percentage of people who need to really understand how to use AI to do new things we can't imagine yet. My point here is only one of like relative importance, and that there being like, maybe now it's more important to learn how to train a neural network than it is to learn how to handwrite a compiler. And maybe in another 10 years, it'll be not very important at all to write a compiler. It's still somewhat important to learn how to train a neural network. And there'll be some new thing that is the actual frontier. And that's really what you want to like go get good at doing. Using the AI as the tool that somebody else trained.